What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gio, and for today's video I'm gonna be doing my review on Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal was developed by ID Software and published by Bethesda and was released on March 20 of 2020 on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and is soon to be enhanced for the Xbox One X, Xbox Series X I believe, and S, and the PlayStation 5. So before I begin this review, I just want to remind you guys that this is my first review, so some things may not be said clearly while making this review. So yeah, please bear in mind with that. I'm gonna do my best with this review, and mild spoilers ahead. Of course, there might be some things I might reveal. If you haven't played this game, just keep that in mind, but I'll try not to spoil anything huge in this game. So yeah, so let's get this review started. Now, to start off, let's talk about the story. So the story is basically what I mentioned earlier in the video. It pretty much continues where the last game left off, in which the DoomSlayer stops the Mars invasion, and this time he heads off to Earth, and in which the DoomSlayer finds that Earth has been taken over by Hell, and this time he needs to find that he needs to fight these priests, these Hell priests, who command Hell and have made a deal with this angelic being known as the Khan Maykr to collect Argent energy, which is energy created from souls that are tortured in Hell in order for heaven to continue existing. So it's up to the DoomSlayer to stop these beings from eradicating all of the human race and stopping Hell and this Khan Maykr being from accomplishing their plans. So the story is pretty linear, yet at the same time it's incredibly simple and a fun one. Every moment in the story is a blast, and the cutscenes are done well for a first-person shooter. And the story was pretty engaging, that I overall had a fun time with it, and it doesn't take it so seriously. It's over the top, and it's just fun to see how it plays out. What I did like about it is the fact that that every character is rich in development. Every single character, from the Khan Maykr to the priest, even Samuel Hayden, who returns in this game, is rich in development, and they are expanded on with further notes and details that are found throughout the game. You read about them, and yeah, you read about their backstory and everything. It just makes for more rich development. Now, the most interesting one here is the DoomSlayer, of course. For someone who grunts and shoots, they expanded this character so much in a way that as you progress throughout the game, of his past, his time with these beings known as the Sentinels, who are warriors who fought the demons of Hell, and you learn about his motivations for fighting Hell and stuff. And yeah, he's just expanded on, and it was really interesting. And I found myself immersed in the lore of the Doom universe just by reading these notes from the story itself. I liked it all. The only negative thing I can say about it is the fact that the final chapters were a bit rushed, and they weren't fully fleshed out like the earlier levels were, and I really wish that more story, more stuff was added in the later missions so that they can expand it further on. I don't want to spoil it, of course, but yeah, that's all I can say. Now, Doom Eternal, pretty much like the last game, throws you right into the action from the moment you begin a new game, and it sets the tone of it right from the beginning as well. Now, Doom Eternal is basically fighting hordes of demons of a variety of weapons presented to you, and it does so in a violent way. Now, what's important about this game is strategy and speed and everything, and these things are what are important to keep in mind while playing this game. Demons move pretty fast, so trying to corner yourself won't help at all. Additionally, you're going to be running out of ammo and health pretty fast as you play the game, so using the chainsaw for ammo and glory kills for health are vital to keeping you alive while fighting hordes of demons. The new Belch flamethrower, which burns enemies, also allows them to drop armor plates that protects your health. Now, what I like about this game is the fact that, unlike somewhat similar to the last game, new strategies, it's a game that makes you think while shooting demons. Weapon changing allows for unique and inquisitive strategy that may help you find the right approach in fighting certain enemy types. The super shotgun, for example, is one weapon that I like using on certain enemies with tough armor such as the Hell Knight or the Pinky, and it does so for massive damage. The plasma cannon can help destroy shield carrying enemies like the Carcass Demon or other demons who are carrying shields. Presented in this game as well are mods that can help you fight against certain demons as well. You can put a sticky grenade on a shotgun, or you can also put in the precision rifle on your heavy cannon, and it allows you to shoot these heavy blows on enemies. Also important to keep in mind is finding weak points on your enemies, and it kind of makes combat a whole lot easier, such as throwing a grenade on the Cackle Demon's mouth, which stabilizes the enemy and allows you to perform a glory kill. While the Arachnotron and Mancubus use their cannons, you can use a precision bolt to destroy them, thereby weaken them just a bit. Other enemies like the Doom Hunter, which require you to destroy its shields and disable their mechanical parts, makes for some patience. And when I say patience, trust me, you're gonna need a lot of patience while fighting certain enemies. And along the way, you'll find these tokens scattered throughout the levels, and these tokens are used to upgrade your suit in several factors, such as expanding your map, or reloading faster, and protecting your suit from environmental hazards such as radioactive water or explosives. Runes also make a return in this game, and they work the same as the last game, and they unlock useful perks that improve your abilities, such as saving throw, which grants you a second chance at escaping death, while at the same time slowing down everything around you. Along the way, you also come upon these crystals found through these pedestals that you find throughout the levels, and these crystals are used to unlock upgrades for your armor, ammo, and your health, while at the same time unlocking new perks as well, such as cooling down the Belch flamethrower or using the blood punch as long as health is at a maximum. Now, another thing I forgot to mention are the platforming and puzzles featured in this game as well. That platforming in Doom Eternal feels a lot like a Super Mario game, in which you're going to be climbing a lot of walls, and you're going to be jumping from one wall to another, and dashing from one cliff to another cliff, as well as swinging across bars and poles. And I thought these mechanics were a great addition to Doom Eternal, and it makes the game a lot more interactive, I think is the word here, and it's really helpful when you need to, if you're cornered by demons, it's a great way to escape from them and go from one place to another. Now, the puzzles in this game I think are a great addition. I thought they were not too hard to solve, but I often found them a bit convoluted, and sometimes there wasn't any tips or advice on how to solve them, and they're placed at really odd sections in the levels throughout the game that sometimes I found myself stuck for a couple minutes or so on, and that might throw some players away from this game as well. But other than that, I had a great experience with the game. The gameplay never felt like a chore, and the gameplay is definitely enhanced compared to the last game. As for the graphics, they are amazing. The designs, everything from the level designs to the demon designs just look fantastic. It looks like something out of a heavy metal album cover. And yeah, the demons look similar to the Doom 2016 designs, but they have been remodified to look like the retro counterparts. I especially like the way that the returning demons from that weren't in the last game are in this game, such as the Pain Elemental, the Arachnotron, Archvile. Heck, I even like some of the new demons as well, like the Marauder and the Doom Hunter that I mentioned. All look great. They look menacing, deadly, and they fit right into the Doom universe. The level designs make for fantastic and beautiful scenery, and they look like something out of an album, like I said, and make for some great wallpaper as well. The soundtrack is absolutely stunning. Mick Gordon once again does a great job with the music. It is pure adrenaline inducing as you fight demons, From the moment that you walk into a hall that's pretty quiet, and then all of a sudden the guitar riffs and the drum percussions start to play, and you know you're going in for a fight. Now, this game has plenty of things to do. You can go around collecting these figures that you find throughout the levels, finding other secrets like unlocking new suits, cheat codes. There's even a hub known as the Fortress of Doom. Here you can practice fighting demons, or you can go through levels finding these keys through these challenges called Slayer Gates, which are optional arenas where you fight waves and waves of demons and are often challenging. Now, the multiplayer returns in Doom Eternal, but unlike the last game, which was more of a deathmatch, pitting against other players, this one puts one player as the DoomSlayer and two other players as any of the 4 demons found throughout the campaign. And it pretty much pits the DoomSlayer against the 2 other demons, and it is your job as a DoomSlayer to take down the other 2 demons, while the demons have to take down the DoomSlayer in a couple rounds. Now, I can't really go too much into detail of this mode, but it was pretty fun for what it was. I did find it pretty intriguing in a way. It was pretty interesting, and you get all these upgrades. You work with the other player to take down the DoomSlayer. Well, the DoomSlayer plays more like how he does in the campaign, so there's nothing big going on. But like I said, I can't really go too much into detail on this mode since I really didn't play as much as I did. But I think all I could say is that there is potential here for this mode. The multiplayer is pretty fun, and I think if with more updates, and I think it just needs a little more in order for the multiplayer to grow. And yeah, I think that's about it. And my verdict for this game is that I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. And Doom Eternal in all its glory makes for an adrenaline-inducing and gory experience. From a fun, engaging story to the intense and violent gameplay, Doom is a cathartic and purifying shooter that rips and tears more than it should, and the soundtrack alone makes this game worth it to try out. Overall, I give this game a 90% out of 100. This game is worth a try, and if you are fond of first-person shooters or heavy metal or pretty much Doom in general, you're gonna enjoy this game. It's a fantastic ride, and I recommend anyone to play. Heck, even and if you guys have an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X or S, I believe you can play it on Game Pass Ultimate. So if you have that, it's there, and I recommend you guys trying it out. This game was fantastic. It was pure adrenaline, and I enjoyed every single moment of it, and it's one game that you should definitely try out. So if you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and tell me how you felt about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think there could be improvement on it? So leave it down below, and I'll see you guys next time.